Buckets and Boards is going down tonight. Game 3, Crypto.com Arena. I think this is the most important game of the entire NBA season for the Los Angeles Clippers. But let's go back real quick. Game 2. I felt like the Clippers came out playing really well. Kawhi was being Kawhi. Russ' shot was on. I think Russ he played 36 minutes. He went 9 for 16 from the field, 2 for 3 from the three-point line. He had 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and he scored a total of 28 points. You cannot ask for anything better from Russ than that. But I think it was the second quarter, because I think even in the first half, we went up by 10 or 11 points. But in the second quarter, we saw their coach, Monty Williams, make adjustments. And what they figured out was the defense that we was playing, that pick and roll defense from Zubac and Plumlee. They were lagging back off the pick. And what they were doing was they ran that pick. And when they came off the pick, they weren't driving to the hole. They was just stopping at the elbow because it was wide open. You had Zubac 10 or 15 feet back. Them dudes was just hitting wide open shots. And that was basically the story of the game, because they hit like 20 something plus mid-range shots and killed us. And why Ty Lue didn't make adjustments in that game, on the fly, I'm not really sure. But what I do know is this: when you give Ty Lue a game or two to analyze that game footage, he's the best. He's a genius when it comes to making adjustments. And I think tonight, I'm not 100% sure, but it's just my opinion and my guess, is when DeAndre Ayton is out of the game, you're going to see the Clippers go small ball with Batum at the 5 and maybe Rocco at the 4. And they'll be able to switch anything. So when Chris Paul comes off that pick, or Durant comes off that pick, or even Booker, you'll see those guys right up on them as soon as they come off the pick, and that mid-range won't be there. They won't be able to hit those mid-range shots. Now, you'll leave that back door open in terms of somebody being able to rim protect. But I think the Clippers defense is solid enough. The way they rotate and the way they move around, they'll be able to handle it. So I think tonight's game is going to be the battle of the coaches more so than the battle of the players. But I felt like Kawhi Leonard played an excellent game. I think Kawhi played 39 minutes. He went 11 for 20 from the floor, 3 from 5 for the three-point line. He pulled down 8 rebounds. He had 7 assists, scored 31 points. Gordon had a so-so game. The reason why I say Gordon had a so-so game was Gordon went 4 for 9 from the three-point line, which is solid. He went 4 from 12, field goal percentage. But, that's like so-so, you know what I mean? I think he's going to have to be better. He scored 12 points, pulled down 2 rebounds, had 2 assists, played 32 minutes. We need a little bit more from Gordon than that. I think Norman Powell has to be a little bit better. I think in tonight's game, we're going to see Norman Powell go off. They're going to be comfortable at home, and you're going to see guys come alive. This is the most important game of the season. A fun fact: 71.8% of teams that win Game 3 go on to win the entire series. So this is the most important game of the year for the Clippers. And I think they're going to respond. You're going to see Kawhi Leonard come out and be playoff Kawhi again. He's going to score at least 35 points. He's going to play hard defense on Kevin Durant. And you're going to see the Clippers rally to win Game 3 and, be kind of comfortable. I don't want to say, I take that back. I was going to say be comfortable in the series. I'm not going to say that. But basically get a grip on the series. You know what I mean? Then they're going to have to repeat that in the second game at the house. But I think it's going to be the Clippers game tonight, Game 3. They'll go up 2-1 versus the Suns, and they'll move on to the 4th game of the season. But that's all I really have on this take, man. I'm your host, Passport T. This is another edition of Buckets and Boards. Go Clippers. I'll see you guys on the next one.